Hi. So it's me, Lauren Glick, your host of the Confidence Collective, on our first very episode ever. I love it. It's just so exciting, this journey that I've been through with helping women and finding their confidence. And now I have my own podcast. It's just such an awesome road to be on. And I'm so grateful and thankful and blessed to have you here as me as your guide, right? I'm beside you. I'm not in front of you. We are on this thing called life's journey together. And I'm just so thankful that I could be your Jiminy Cricket on your shoulder and building that confidence that you need in those times that you're like, oh God. So anytime, any place, anywhere, you could just plug me in and I'll be there to boost you up. So yeah, that's what I do. I help women build their confidence. And how I do that, right? Like, where does my confidence come from? I'm actually a retired city firefighter. We'll save all those stories for later. We have so much time together, right? And I'm just so excited to bring my knowledge of my journey and being able to help you gain your confidence as well, right? And it's not about anything that you're reaching for. It's about everything that we're getting to understand within ourselves. We all have different superpowers. Mine is confidence, and yours might be finances or strategies or business growth or all these other cool things. And if you're sitting there being like, yeah, but that's not fun. Like, why? No, but that is what we're going to do here is help you understand that your voice matters, that your voice has power, and it all comes from within, right? We're going to take away those limiting beliefs. We'll take away those blocks, and we're going to be adding a lot of self-love, abundance, joy, as I like to say, unstoppable joy, right? So that's just what the Confidence Collective is about. And if you know me, I do have my rooms on Clubhouse, and it's called Confidence Club. Those are live every Tuesday and Thursday on Clubhouse. The live on Clubhouse every Tuesday and Thursday. Those are 1-hour talks at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we talk everything about confidence. But the reason why I'm saying that is because I changed the name of the podcast to Confidence Collective, because we're collectively as a whole understanding that we all have individual strengths, and those are what we are made up of, and how we as individuals can really excel at our own true powers. So, and that word collective, right? It does have a little spirituality in it, is that leading with high vibrational states and with self-love and working with the laws of attraction and the law of abundance. So we will have a little bit of spirituality involved with confidence, because Confidence Club is a very dominant sounding name. Confidence Collective was a little bit more soft and soothing. So hopefully you agree. Do you agree? I think you do. So just think of this as us having a conversation, because I know you're listening to me and you're probably responding in your head. And I would absolutely love to hear all your thoughts that you have going on. And you can always find me on my Instagram at the Lauren Glick. You probably already know that, but always DMs are open. I absolutely love to give away value, because when you lead with impact and you lead with the law of abundance, that's where the true power of confidence comes from. Really understanding who you are and what you have to offer. I just wanted to let that one set in there. Because you're probably like, well, I don't know what I have to offer. And that's, guess what? Something that we're also going to go over. It's about aligning your life to your higher frequency by manifesting what you want and doing it all in a completely peaceful state, right? I've practiced hot yoga for about 10 years and not understanding that yoga was spiritual. And so funny. A couple years ago, I was like, oh, that's like the mind, body, soul connection. And that's another topic that we'll always be talking about. If you're a yogi, you're in the right place. So that also another thing that people always say is that grind. To be a successful entrepreneur, you have to grind and hustle. Well, we're going to try to just take that away and add a little bit more aligning and abundance. Because grind and hustle, like you really wear out your energy. And trust, girl, I was there being a firefighter and then starting off on my entrepreneur endeavors as a fitness professional. Ooh, girl, I want to say ground and hustled my way into my second flare-up of my autoimmune disease. And that was not pretty, which led me to my pivot to finally aligning myself to being a confidence mentor. And it feels so good. So yes, I do believe that even the worst situations in our lives do have abundance in them, right? So every situation that we are in has both lack and abundance. Same situation, just depending on how you look at it. There is always abundance in every situation. And I'm going to challenge you to think about those things. Always think about the positive, always think about the happy, because you have two options in life. You have the option to be happy or you have the option to be pissed. Those are two opposite extremes. I know there's so many different emotions in between, but you have that option to be positive or negative. So why not choose the positive? I know. I like those silent pauses so you could actually think about that and be like, oh my gosh, that is so true. So some things that we will be talking about in our podcast, I know I've already mentioned them, but abundance, getting into high vibrational states, boundary settings, because that's super important, knowing your values, your honor system, knowing that you can say no, that you're able to set things before they happen. So that is a boundary. Boundaries are not things that are limitations. Boundaries are things that are our honor system that we can say like, I don't know if I want to do that, because saying no to something actually lets you say yes to something that's more aligned with you. Just because you have a job opportunity in front of you does not mean that you have to say yes. That was just, no, did you see that? That was tricky. That was like an opposite. But you know what I'm saying. So there will be that spiritual side. There will be interviews from other entrepreneurs that have gone through the grind, hustle, struggle, and then they just align themselves to abundance and just watch themselves manifest into this higher being. And I'm really excited for those because I learn from everything I do. And really excited to interview some powerhouse women too. So, and all these topics come from one thing, and it's your inner guidance. And I am here to help you understand that you have the power to listen to your inner guidance. You don't need any other, you are the only one that knows how to make you happy. You are the only person that truly knows what you want. Yes, we could ask for outside guidance, but to talk us through what's going on in our minds, but you have the power within. And that is a very strong statement. And on that note, I just love to help you stand in your voice and understand that your voice makes a difference, to stop overthinking it, to really step into your power, step into your confidence, and own your voice. I mean, even if you're a financial queen, guess what? That's real fun because I don't know any. Well, I used to not know anything about finances. Well, don't we all never, Okay, Lauren, I digress. But I absolutely love listening to podcasts about finance because I'm not an expert in it. And I love learning. Life is a journey and we get to learn all the fun things. And you get to understand that finances are fun if that's your powerhouse wheel. Powerhouse wheel, that's a new thing. I kind of make up words as I go along. I stumble over my words. It's all just really natural. And guess what? I kind of just leave the unedited version of my podcast because I kind of like it. I'm me, you know? So this podcast, the Confidence Collective, this podcast, the Confidence Collective, is brought to you by Lauren Glick, me. And I'm just going to help you build your confidence on a weekly basis and help you align your life to your higher self. And that statement right there, align your life, might be something that will be in your near future. I have been doing a lot of brainstorming since my last flare-up of rheumatoid arthritis and ulcerative colitis. So my last pivot to mindset, confidence coaching in women, I have been doing a lot of back-end work, a lot of brainstorming, organization, because if you're not organized yourself, how are you supposed to get going with other people's lives? So the past couple months, I have been doing so much back-end work, and I'm so excited. Next week, I'm going to tell you all about my new course. Almost threw that one out there, didn't I? Well, okay. Yeah, I guess the cat's out of the bag. There is a new course coming up, and I'm so excited to tell you all about it. It's all about just aligning women together on a journey of getting confidence, finding their purpose, all the fun, really good things. And I'm so excited for it, if you can't tell. So on that note, lovelies, today, this is the end of the first episode ever of the Confidence Collective, and I am so stoked to have you here with me. And on that note, I'm going to leave you with this. I'm going to go outside and get some sun because we're just glorified houseplants. But it's true. So I'm going to go outside, get my movement in, 20 minutes of movement a day. I know I used to be in fitness. I might tell you that from time and time again. Get up, get moving, get going, and get on with your day. So I love you, lady. And I will see you and talk to you next week.